I could still smell the perfume of the rose garden, mixed with the sandy desert essence in the air. There were hundreds, all of the colors one could ever imagine. I had spent years searching the world for the scented rainbow that now assaulted my senses, traveling across rough terrain, hilly fields, and mountainous cliffs, all for the chance to find those rare species for my collection. And it was all for her. It was meant as an anniversary gift, a token of my love for the one I could not live without. But as the years passed, it became so much more than that. This was our safe spot, the domain we called home, our place, and no one could ever take that from us. When she saw it, there was a glitter of delight and profound adoration in her beautiful chocolate-covered eyes that only meant one thing. She was starstruck. She spent more time in the garden than she ever did indoors, with its majestic marble fountains and winding walkways made of smooth river rocks. The sight of her there, walking along in the golden light of advancing sunset, made me never again question in whose arms I belonged. This was indeed home. But that was many, many years ago, I thought to myself as I snapped back to present. Modern-day cars passed me by as I stood on the walkway of the intersection, the stench of the city melding with the smooth aromas of the coffee shops, cafes, and street vendors selling food and drinks. Through it all, the smells of gasoline and oil wafted around and in between, almost as if it also had the right to be there. None of that mattered, though, as I spotted the sole reason I stood at that particular intersection at that particular time of day. Across the busy traffic, the cafes lined the street with outside seating, their tables sporting bright, multicolored umbrellas. She currently was taking an order from someone at one of those tables, a pocketed apron tied around her waist, and a notepad and pen in her hands. She smiled as she spoke to the fair-skinned lady seated in front of her regarding her order. From what I could tell, my hearing had always been excellent, and as a dragonborn, it was heightened greater than normal humans. But that did not matter much with the noise of bustling congestion between us. I watched her for a long moment before making the decision. She might not remember me, as most of us don't recall our past lives when we were born, but I would at least look very familiar. I hoped as much anyway, since we had spent every lifetime together for the last 200 years. As the crosswalk light changed, I stepped into the designated walking area and made my way towards that small outdoor cafe. And so it begins.
If you've enjoyed listening to this, please leave a comment in the comments section to let us know that you would like to hear more. And thank you for joining us for a chapter in Where the Roses Never Die. Stay tuned for more.